You guys, it is time. I am so excited to share this video with you all because I have been wanting to complete this entire series. I just got the new edition. These covers are so beautiful. I can't. I know that they're also on Kindle Unlimited. I don't know too much about this off-campus series by L. Kennedy because I usually like to go into books not knowing anything. I feel like I get the best reading experience. The first book is The Deal. I know that this is about Hannah and Garrett. Garrett is about to graduate and he wants to play hockey professionally, so he needs to keep his GPA up. Hannah is going to be tutoring him in exchange for a pretend date. So this has fake dating, and I think she just wants more experience when it comes to, you know, the physical stuff. So that sounds really interesting. I know that there's spice in this book. Let's go ahead and start with The Deal. I will try to keep this video spoiler free, so if I do have spoilers, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. So don't worry, I feel like I am the last person to be reading the series. Hey besties, it has been a while since I've updated you guys, and I'm honestly 2/3 into this book. I don't know if this is exactly where I am, just because I've been alternating between listening to this book and just reading it. So I'm really enjoying it, even though there are some minor red flags with Garrett's character that I am choosing to ignore. However, I do think it's really cute. It's like getting me back into my sports romance era. I have no idea what I want to rate this book right now, just because I feel like sometimes when I'm listening to a book, for some reason it's hard for me to rate it. So we'll have to see how this book ends. I'm hoping to finish this book today just so I can start the second one. Hey guys, ignore my head looking like an egg, but I wanted to give you a little update on my reading. I am currently on the third book. So yesterday I finished reading, or I mainly listened to this book. I thought the plot and just the story was like more interesting compared to the first. Like a lot of different things were happening in here, but at the same time some parts of this book I was really turned off by. Some of the things that were happening with the main male character, I didn't like his act, and I still rooted for the couple, but honestly I didn't love this book. So I ended up giving this book 3 stars because it was still a good read. Like, I enjoyed the story. I was kind of disappointed with knowing a little bit more about Hannah and Garrett from the first book in this one, and I guess, you know, they're not the focus, but I don't know, I thought sometimes when you continue with the series, like, you enjoy seeing more of the other couples in the books, but I thought they were okay in the second one, and then I started reading the score. So far, I don't really know much about these characters, like how they'll be together, because I do like Dean. He's like basically known as the player, and I just don't know in general if I'm like a little bit too old for the series now. I feel like I would probably have enjoyed this series more if I read this like in college or like high school or something. Right now, I'm not loving this one as much, so we'll have to see. I'm in Mexico for a bachelorette trip, so I wanted to give you guys a little update on the book that I'm reading. I am still on the third book and I'm 100 pages into this, but for some reason I don't have a lot to update. I didn't really like the main male character at the beginning of this book, but now we can see a little bit more progress, so I have to update you guys later because this one is thicker, so I think it's going to take a while to develop the relationship between the two. So yeah, I'll be back to update you, but for now, nothing much. You guys, I am currently 60% of the way through with this book. I feel like this book is not necessary to be this thick. A lot of it is just smutty, and I don't mind reading some spice, but I feel like I don't need every page to be like that. I don't know, maybe I'm just tired of reading the series, but this book, I'm not really vibing with it as much. I just want to get to the next one. I hope that it's about Tucker because I'm so curious. Like, this book made me curious to know more about his story and like what's going on with him. I also think the plot in here is not as interesting. I want to know more about their personal issues and stuff like that. So we'll have to see, but I'll keep on reading and update you guys later. I'm just here with my animal crackers, but you guys, I'm really curious if Tucker does have his own book. Imagine if it's with Dean's sister. We don't really know much about her. It'll be interesting, but he's making me very curious. I'm also currently on page 306, so I have a little over 100 pages. I think I can do it. This is where everything blows up. Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm speechless. I did not expect this book to have that twist in here. I just finished reading the score and I actually really enjoyed the plot twists in here. I did not expect them. That made me really excited to read the next one, which I'm happy that it's about Tucker, but I just thought that this book had a lot of spice and I don't think it was really necessary. The plot really developed towards the end of the book and I still enjoyed it. I don't know what I would rate this book right now, so I might start the next one and then get back to you guys. This one is just going to be very interesting to see his relationship in here and how everything came to be. So let's go ahead and start the goal. if you're reading The Goal and you know that there's like a stepdad in here, he's literally disgusting. He makes me so angry. Like, who does he think he is? He needs to leave. I hope something happens to him later on. My goal today was to finish this book, but I don't think I will. I'm currently like 45% of the way into this book and I'm getting tired, so I'm going to read for the rest of the night in bed. I am currently on chapter 17 and I already am getting nervous because the part that I've been waiting for is actually coming and I'm just confused on how it happened. I mean, like, I know how it happened, but it's getting crazy. So far, I'm actually loving this book. I think the story is like not cringy and I actually really like it. So I'm really happy about that. You guys, I'm not ready. You guys, it is the next day and I wanted to talk about this book. Surprisingly, I enjoyed this one the most, and I think that's because I've been waiting for Tucker's book, and so I really enjoyed their relationship. I don't think this one is everybody's cup of tea because there's a trope in here that I know a lot of people don't like. However, it was my first time reading a book with this trope, so I did like the trope. I wish the issues that were mentioned in here were addressed like differently, because the female character, her stepdad, is a terrible person and he's disgusting, and I just wanted to see something happen. And I also thought that Tucker's mom could have been a little bit more supportive. The couple also had an issue that I didn't like with communication. Regardless, I really enjoyed their story, and I don't think I mentioned, but I ended up giving this one 4 stars. So the first 4-star rating in this entire series. So now I'm ending the entire series with The Legacy. This one is basically about where they are 3 years later. I hope you guys are still enjoying this video. I'm almost at the end, so let's push through this one. First chapter was so cute. Hey guys, ignore my no makeup face because it is the weekend, so I'm letting my acne heal. But I'm currently reading The Legacy on my Kindle, and on the Kindle, I don't know why, but the pages are different in the book. So on my Kindle, I am currently on page 104. I am enjoying this book so far. I thought I should give you guys an update because these are like my initial thoughts. This book is divided into like different couples, and so far I've only gotten to know like a little more about Logan's story. I'm going to see what else there is in here. I feel like if you're really invested in the couples, then this would be a great book to kind of read. I'm going to sit and binge, so the next time you guys hear me, I don't know where I'll be, but right now it's not bad at all. I am done reading The Legacy. I actually enjoyed this one more than I thought I would. It was just a nice, like an extended epilogue, but I just don't think that this book needed to be this long, just because there were some things like miscommunication or just some spice scenes that I didn't think were necessary, just because like you get a lot of that in the other books already. So those books do have spice. I just, you know, wanted to get to the main point. Overall, I don't know what I want to rate this book. I'm leaning towards a 3.5. I don't think it's a 4 because there were just like scenes that I basically skimmed through or just kind of skipped. I also think that if you guys don't care for like epilogues, then you might not want to read this book. I usually like to know a little bit more about the characters, so it was nice to get some more insights. But yeah, I am finally done with the entire Off Campus series. These books are so hyped, and I, you know, just started reading like a year ago, so I wanted to kind of know what all of these popular books are about and let you guys know whether I think they're worth it or not. I think the entire series would be like a 3-star series for me. I would still recommend if you guys are interested. Those were all of my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. I know it was all over the place and just, I don't know if I had a lot to share, to be honest, but I think if I had to pick my favorite, The Goal, I think this would probably be my #1. A lot of people probably like this one, but for me, Dean's story, he's like a player, and I just thought this book was like very spicy. It was just too much, and I just don't think the story had like a deep message or like plot. I know that these books are more like for the vibes, but I usually like books with a deeper message or something like that because I can kind of connect to the couple. The highest rated book from the entire series would have to be The Goal. I gave this one 4 stars. The rest of them were 3.5 stars, and then the second book, The Mistake, I gave this 3 stars. So those were basically all of my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. I haven't read an entire series like in just binging in a month in a while, and I don't think I'm going to do that again anytime soon. I am a little tired of the sports romances for now, so I want to go pick up something else. Thank you so much for watching if you guys are still watching up until this point, but I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the entire series, you know, and I hope this video was somewhat helpful. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!